Joe Saluzzi, kind of a resident Wall Street skeptic here, and say, you know, all due respect to Joel, who is currently the #1 analyst on Google, we see an increasing, I'd say, band here of how much these companies are beating analyst estimates by. And, you know, we were talking about this with Apple analysts yesterday. Why do bloggers, you know, get closer to the number than the actual analysts who work for these big banks and get paid the big bucks? Why do they miss it by so much?
That's a great question. If I was an institutional investor, I'd want to know that as well. If you're basing your investment decisions based on somebody's numbers and they keep missing, but with that said, they do get a lot right, and you know they are supposedly on top of this stuff. You know, F5 was a great example yesterday of somebody barely missing, and then they pummel the stock anyway.
Right.
Because now you're getting these things that are priced to perfection, or maybe above perfection at this point. There's no room for misses anymore.
You're such a realist. We love talking to you. You know, here we're talking about Google big time. I'm looking at this stock. It's up about 5% this year. It's up about only 8% over the past year, when many names did so well. You're listening to these changes in the executive suite. Does it just say, hey guys, you're not performing?
Well, know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like the baby has matured. Okay, it sounds like he's no longer a child running around on their scooters in the Google lab over there, right? Now they're more like IBM.
Right.
Now to turn the Titanic takes a long time, right? That's the old expression with IBM. You could turn a speedboat real quick. Google ran circles around these guys for a long time. Now, you know, they're too big.
Do you think, though, it's the beginning of Eric Schmidt maybe being out? And I know you don't follow the company closely, but you're a realist. Well, and when you see this,
I'm a skeptic, like you said. And I would have probably reworked that headline as CEO steps down. And what would have happened then? If you write CEO steps down is no longer there, then they destroy you, right?
Right.
But you have to be skeptical here.
I want to bring in
Julie sent out a great tweet. I don't know who the tweet is from, but it says the Eric Schmidt in, Tim Geithner out countdown is so on. You know, the guy is super rich, obviously. He might want to do some other stuff. There can be other ways he can contribute to society. He could buy a giant yacht and not contribute at all.
They don't go away by themselves. You know the way these guys, and Steve Jobs, you know, no one leaves their company intentionally. They love these companies. They grew up with them. They put everything into them, right? They're not going anywhere unless there's a situation. It sounds like they had a little bit of button heads or something like that.